Hello again. After the attack on the synagogue in Manchester recently, the same city, of course, which saw a suicide bombing carried out against a little girl's pop concert a few years ago, I cannot help but wonder whether people in this country are left scratching their heads and asking themselves why it is that it is certain countries of Western Europe which are so prone to such things, rather than others in the east of the continent. Britain, of course, has seen many Islamist attacks, ranging from the 2005 bombings on the London Underground to the various stabbing and car ramming attacks on the bridges of central London. Germany and France have also seen their fair share of such atrocities, but Poland and Hungary are strangely free of these ghastly events. You will not be seeing any stabbing rampages in Budapest, nor will you hear of suicide bombers in Warsaw. Why is that? I think that we all know the answer to this question, and it is not a palatable one to the left-wing intelligentsia in this country, nor to liberal types in Western Europe generally. The answer is, of course, borders. Speaking recently, Viktor Orban, the Prime Minister of Hungary, said something perfectly true and yet frequently overlooked. He said, "Crossing borders without permission is not a human right. It is a crime." Very true, and as true in this country as it is in Hungary or Poland. Both countries there maintain strong, almost impenetrable borders and do not allow refugees or asylum seekers into their countries. An exception was made, of course, for those from neighbouring Ukraine. The ragtag army of human flotsam and jetsam from other continents, though, which roamed Europe in search of a cushy berth, will find no welcome waiting for them in either Hungary or Poland. In Hungary, anybody wishing to apply for asylum must do so at a Hungarian embassy outside their country. The fact that two nations, both in the European Union and both signatories of the European Convention on Human Rights, are able to set their own rules in this way, tells us immediately that it was not Brexit which was responsible for the enormous wave of immigration which followed Britain's leaving the European Union. It has been caused rather by our leaders. Debates about leaving the European Convention on Human Rights are pointless. This does not apply to any country to have open borders as we do here. Thinking still of Poland and Hungary, not only do they have no terrorism, they are both of them prosperous and peaceful. The streets of their cities are clean, the behaviour of the people orderly and polite. Walk through the streets of central Budapest late at night, and you will soon see the difference between the Hungarian capital and that of Britain. For reasons which are obscure, I spoke of one or two possible explanations earlier this morning. We in this country have chosen to dismantle our own cultural heritage and replace it with a global way of life, one in which robbery, stabbing and terrorism are the hallmarks of the new way of life. Anybody failing to show sufficient enthusiasm for this new lifestyle is either askance as being at best old-fashioned and at worst a dangerous racist, a member of the far right perhaps. About that, I wonder if viewers ever ask themselves what racists and members of the far right actually do, which makes them so undesirable in modern Britain. Do they set off bombs? Go on stabbing sprees? Mug people? Snatch their mobiles in the street or trash the neighbourhood? I cannot offhand see any disadvantage in living in an area which might be full of far-right racists, but I can certainly think of one or two reasons why I wouldn't wish to live next door to an Islamist terrorist or man running a cannabis farm in his loft.